And hello,
And welcome to
the bus,
Fact.
or
Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the
What's
chat room.
happening
Welcome to
with
the
this
chat
chat
room.
room?
Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the chat room. I think it's fine. I think it's just like a reconnect thing.
Yeah, cool. It says hi.
So as you might have noticed, we are exactly the same as last week.
Yeah, exactly.
There are
Nothing's
no
changed.
changes. There is a standard single-decker bus in front of us.
No, we had double deckers last week.
we did have double deckers last
So
week.
yeah, it's exactly the same as last week.
That's being facetious.
Wait, does that back one doesn't have the blue lights, but that one does?
Yeah, so I think they can choose to turn them on, and some people have
They
them
can
on.
choose. Why do they just not choose not to have them on?
I don't know.
This room echoes a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the exact same office echoes a lot.
Yes, this room, the office, goes a lot. The audio quality is pretty standard.
Oh, I can go all the way over here.
It's pretty crazy. We can go around the room. Pretty standard for microphones. They can go around the room.
Do I have more stretch than that?
You have slightly more
Oh, you're
Sorry,
just
we're just-
tangled.
sorting out the stand. Oh, that
Where
was
am I?
actually. No, Stop. What are you doing? God, learn to use a computer.
I know how to use computers.
And yet here we are in the
Alright.
industry.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome.
Welcome.
It's
Oh, look,
been
there's a
week.
taxi. He's hooning. Oh, no, it's
Oh,
not a
look at
taxi. Zoom,
He's
zoom.
disappeared.
They go,
There he is!
Whoa! So you might notice we have two cameras now. On the right
Two
side,
cameras.
they come from the right side and pop over to the left side. Oh! Yeah, that's what I thought. Better stop. Bus is still backed up.
We've actually got a lot of new things this week.
Two cameras.
Two
New
cameras.
place.
They're actually just two cameras that we've used previously on the bus back. So on the right is the shitty camera we used to use.
Yeah, you might be able to see the lack of quality.
I like how it looks like the weather is just bleak as fuck. Like,
Yeah, like it's. Oh, what are we gonna do if it starts raining?
we're just going to pull it in real quick or buy new cameras.
Wow, we got to do that at some point anyway. Yeah, fair enough. That's what we'll do.
Or put a plastic container over them.
Which isn't the worst idea. So new cameras, new location. We are on Willis Street now. So we are actually kind of back further from where we were. We're closer to the depot, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And you may also notice there's no possibility of
No ducks. No geese.
ducks, no geese, no,
No
birds
birds.
at all. But a bus can still murder a pedestrian. So, there's ups and downs with this new location.
Yeah, so the intersection on the left, it's literally just a pedestrian crossing. So it's not the most exciting. The intersection on the right does have a few things.
It's much more interesting, but also
We can hardly see it.
impossible to see, yeah.
We can see that green light. Oh, it's green at the moment.
Oh, yeah, it shines quite brightly through. And you can see, like, the red flashing pedestrian blooper.
Yeah.
That light show up pretty well. But,
So we should see it change to red at some point.
We could swap
Man,
the
these
cameras
buses
around.
must be backed up. So the front of the bus stop is there, but they're stopped at a bus stop. So yeah, it must have been a
We
bus.
kind of
Right, yeah, so it's orange and red.
Yeah.
So he's going to stop.
Yeah, you can see the awful vibe. We kind of miss everything in the middle. Like, you can see the very right and the very left, but nothing in the middle there. There's the bus that you just saw going over to the right now. So.
And on the left, we've also got this thing called an advanced cycle stop bot.
Is
I
that
think-
what they call
I think it's the official term.
the green boxy man?
The green box with a bicycle stenciled in it.
Oh, you can see it.
with
It
some
shows up pretty
diamonds.
well on the camera.
So if you stop in that at a red light, you can get fined like $60 or something.
Oh, fuck off. When has anyone ever been fined for stopping in the advanced cycle box?
No one ever.
No one ever. So the idea is it's for cyclists to kind of like stop ahead of the cars so they're not wedged between cars, I guess.
Yeah, well, the thing is, cyclists can also normally take off quicker from an intersection, from a red light.
Yeah.
And they'll take off, pull over, and people will overtake.
Yeah.
What else is different about this intersection? Oh, yeah, so the
Oh, that
far
guy's totally
side
going
of
to
the
go
road.
through a red.
Well, no, he's stopping. So the far side of the road,
Mm-hmm.
is one of those bus only lanes. So
Did
only
he just
buses.
edge into the advanced
did.
cycle
He did.
lane? That's against the law, right?
I
That's a
think it's against the
violation.
bylaw, not
That's
Like,
a paddling.
the law.
That's a paddling.
Yeah, so the far side of the road is a bus only lane. So only
Wait,
buses.
is it?
Yeah, the far side is.
Huh, I didn't know that about Willis Street.
Yeah.
Where is it a bus only from?
From just this section, I think. Oh,
Huh.
no, this section and the section up to Bulcoat as well.
Yeah, with the section up. Wow, I actually didn't know that. Like, I guess now that I think about it, I've never really seen cars on it, but I honestly didn't realize that it was bus only.
Yeah, so no cars, no taxis, and no bicycles.
Also known as bus only lane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to a bus lane.
which is allowed taxis.
Buses, bikes, and taxis allowed, but no cars or trucks or vans or horses or.
Whoa, no horses? I'm not
just
sure I like this.
Actually, I wonder if horses are allowed.
There's probably like some, once again, bylaws in Wellington about horses in the city. They tend to like,
Yeah, I think horses aren't allowed in CBD.
they have rules about that kind of thing.
We
don't
we
they?
do have horses occasionally
In Wellington or just like,
in Wellington. Yeah,
yeah.
one like died somewhere.
A horse died somewhere?
Yeah, in Wellington.
Weird. Do you mean
On the road.
Wellington?
Oh, look at this! Look at this! How
Oh,
are we gonna
that
count
is-
it? What are we gonna call him? He's a purple guy.
What are we going to call him or what are we going to call the violation?
Oh, what was his number? I didn't catch it. We
Oh,
should start catching the numbers.
It's not really. It's hard to see the numbers as well. Like, oh, blurry mess of LEDs. Yes, that one.
No, in real life we can get it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Also, this new office is super loud if we open the windows.
Yeah, it is. Hey, is that a delivery driver down there? Is he delivering some kind of thing to people?
Like just down there
Yeah,
or down there?
down there.
Yeah, that looks like a big truck.
Wonder if
He's only allowed to be
delivering.
there for 10 minutes
That's a pretty long time.
because it's a loading zone. That's another thing with this intersection.
There's a loading zone which you can't really see. We got it. With the old double D coming through.
So, new intersection.
Double D, double D. Burp,
We have no idea how we're going to count anything on this intersection.
or red
but
light runners.
How many do you think
what's he
is
gonna
going to
do?
happen?
How many red light runners? are we
Oh,
gonna
did
get?
you see those blue lights?
They're quite blue. Someone should play Eiffel 65 whenever it goes past.
I'm blue. I'm in need of a guy.
I'm in need of a guy. I haven't heard that one. My favorite is I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Blue,
Oh, there were
if I
so
was green,
many.
I would, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
How many red light
What's the
runners?
actual song? Is it just Double
Abba
D?
dee, yeah, dabba dee abba da.
God.
It's not words. I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say two.
2 red light runners, even though we're focusing on 2 intersections.
Oh, we can't really see.
Oh, we can.
It's tough.
can
No, we
get
can't
it.
see how far up they are. Though. Do you know what I mean? Like we can't tell.
You can tell if they.
If it's
go through it.
egregious, we can.
Yeah.
I like how these cars, like, they tend to not be very smooth. Like, it goes orange and they don't slow down, and then it goes red.
Whoa, that font.
On the right, it looks like a
Oh.
mirror.
I can see the name. The middle of it is opaquing with the brick building in the background.
Yeah, so that is a bug in the way we've done our, because we've basically done like green chroma. So green chroma keys,
Yeah.
which if your name is green. But wait, sorry. On the right of the screen, it looks like a mirror. That's the second camera.
Yeah, so we got 2 cameras. So this yellow bus, we will see.
Eventually, pop out on the right.
Nah, oh, no, he's stopping behind the blue bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so look,
Yeah,
there's a
so
yellow
we
bus
can-
coming through right now.
yeah,
which
this
you
yellow
also
bus.
won't see
Oh my
because the
God.
lights have got red.
Oh, another one.
What is he doing?
So we need a
Oh.
name for this. We need a
Okay.
name.
Uh,
That is a number 3, 2163.
that's just outrageous.
2163.
Towards
bike.
station.
I'll just do that.
Bike. Just call it Hugh's Angry Box.
Hugh's Angry Box. So it's a advanced bicycle stop box.
ABS violation.
Yeah.
Advanced bicycle.
Okay, so this green bus here we can see on the right. We will see it on the left
3,
now.
2, 1.
Like magic.
Like magic.
So, yeah, we've got 2 cameras.
Yeah,
One's focusing. So, this is the Willis Street. Well, it is Willis Street in Wellington.
Yeah, just by the New World Metro, actually.
Yeah, so where that double decker on the right is, that's roughly where Metro is.
Yeah, it's also horrible quality on the right. What is that guy up to that basically just stopped in the pedestrian crossing?
There's a bunch of buses pulling over, most
but I
likely.
just think that, that guy's pulling out. He's just pulling out of the loading zone. Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
Yeah, so what's happening is
That's
to the left, we have a bus stop, a really long bus stop. All the buses stop there, and it just holds up traffic. And on our right, where we can see that bus stopping on the far side of the road, that is also a bus stop. So you can see there's 2 buses there. There might actually be 3, I don't know.
We got another ABS violation.
Oh, another ABS. So what's numbers that? I can't see his number.
He's Route 25.
Route 25. Route 25.
Kandala.
Bike. Oh, fuck, I haven't written the times.
3434 it looks like.
5, 13.
3434.
3434.
Yeah. What it looks like.
Yeah, so
let's add a little
add a counter. All right, you take over the talking. I'll do this live.
Take over the talking. Oh, I see, because you need both hands. I was going to say, like, you can't talk at the same time. There we go. Thank you, 56 Johnson, 56 Newlands Road. Someone who understands that you're not actually allowed to stop in the cyclist area. I do think I do think eventually we are going to see whatchamacallit. I think we're going to see a cyclist be hit, which will be nice. I mean, like, it'll be sorry, it won't be nice. It'll be interesting, which is good.
What are we calling these?
It's an ABS violation.
ABS violation?
Yeah, I mean, this is the main road to the station, so a lot of buses go through here. Most of them, I guess, like all of the ones from this part of the city. Willis Street's one of the main ways they go up, and I guess they come from the other direction as well. But yeah, most of them come this way, I think. Oh, Hugh's just trying to figure out how text works. He's getting the outline. ABS violation. Da, da, da. We're gonna have to explain that one a few times, aren't we? It's not quite as clear cut as red light runners. Still. Okay, so
oh, we got another one just there. 2601 Route 3.
2601 Route 3. What's he? He's Wellington Station. Which I think most of these buses just end up going to Wellington Station if they're on this part of the road. Or do you reckon they're going to eventually stop, or do you reckon they're going to be like, we literally do not care about these violations? I reckon they won't. They won't care eventually. They'll just let them do it. Okay. This is news. Hey, so isn't it crazy this week? See bike in the second camera. I can barely make out anything in the second camera.
That is a different red, but like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's good. Oh, there's a cyclist. Woo!
Do we want to count for red light runners down there if we ever notice it?
We can do combined. Whoa! What is this little Manabus Coast Surfaces?
Wow, it looks official, but it is just
official,
a
right?
bus.
Okay. Do you want to... Oh, you have counted already. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got 3 counts there.
Hasn't it been a crazy week for...
It would be so weird if, like, I just sent them an email about these bike ABS violations. They'll be like, wait, what happened with the red lights?
Well, it's still looking. They stopped doing it. Needed something else to complain about.
I'm going to save this now.
Oh, so I don't delete it again?
Yeah. Dick.
That's what you get. I don't think we've uploaded last week's episode yet either. So
oh, no, we haven't.
What was I going to say? It's been a horrible week for bus-related injuries and other things, hasn't it?
What? what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. That's all I have to say about that.
Let's go over some of them. The ones I can remember off the top of my head was the bus that went the wrong way up a one-way street
Yep.
and had to, the bus driver was just like, "What?
Oh, this
fuck it."
truck's pulling out. Oh, we can't see it. Can we see it?
No, because
It should be like there. Okay.
yeah, he's just the angle like does miss a lot. The old bus who went the wrong way up a one-way street and just was like, "Fuck it," got out and left it there overnight. Right? That was pretty good. No one got hurt from that one, but
just turned the wrong way.
yeah, but
So I read the article, and apparently he had to like radio and be like, "Hey, boss, I just went down a one-way street.
yeah,
Can you come check it?"
yeah.
Boss comes. Yeah, she'll be all right. Just
Right, leave
park
that.
her up.
I guess there's not much else you can do, right?
Yeah.
Like trying to reverse at night in Wellington streets, like, ugh.
I think that was up in Highbury, eh?
Yeah, it sucks. So what else was there? There's the one that ran out of fuel.
Yep, just ran out of fuel. Well,
Yeah,
this is where I'm stopping.
Started to stop, and he's out of fuel.
This is where I'm stopping.
I do wonder how that one happens. Like,
Ooh, no,
Nah,
not.
what a-
So we can see here a cyclist.
oh yeah, using the ABS.
He might just run the red light. No, he's using it. He's using it.
Look at
Boom.
that. He's
See-
kind of awkwardly positioned, but
Yeah, because the bus.
like
has,
he's beating the bus.
Oh, look at that.
That bus is not happy. That bus is like, screw that cyclist.
No, I think the noise came from this yellow bus.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so it just
maybe,
ran out of fuel.
but it's kind of hilarious. I'll
So
give it
that's
that.
those.
Yeah, the one running out of fuel. But it gets worse, right?
Oh, so before we start on this, I actually
Okay.
saw a bus kind of stopped in a weird place just the other day,
Okay. Yeah.
just down corner of Willis and Bulcop.
Okay.
But
Well,
there
the one
were-
we can see it right there, right? That intersection.
Nah, that's Willis and Mercer.
How is that not Willis? Is that not Bulcott Street at that point?
Nah, that's Mercer. So that's the T intersection.
Yeah.
Bulcott's the next one over with the four-way.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I always forget. Yeah.
Um,
It's very close, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
so, oh, look at that.
ABS violation. Oh, but that's
Oh.
egregious. That is
2222.
outrageous. What is he doing?
2222. Bike at 518.
That is. We are gonna have to report this to the police. Imagine if they got $60 every time I busted that. They'd be rich. You didn't increase the counter.
Oh yeah.
We're up to 4. Yeah.
ABS count 4.
Yeah, that T intersection down there is weird, actually.
Yep.
Just we just
yeah.
got congratulated on the Bus Factor's new office. Yeah, we thought we'd splash
Yeah,
out.
we did a
buy
lot
new
of
one.
setting up for this new Bus Factory office.
Yeah, brand new everything pretty much, apart from brand new cameras and brand new audio. But apart from that,
Yeah, so anyway, at the next intersection that we can't actually see, I saw a bus just stopped in the middle of the road. So it was going up, going south along Willis Street. There's no bus route that goes south.
which way is south? Willis Street runs on a weird angle.
All right, fine.
Towards the station or away from the station?
Away from the station.
Okay, running. Yep.
But on Willis Street.
Okay.
So it didn't turn down Manor Street, which is where all the buses go.
Do all of them? Like, isn't there like a Brooklyn one that doesn't?
Nah, so Brooklyn comes down that way, but
Yeah.
then it turns down Manor Street and goes up Victoria.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because Willis is one way most of the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I saw a bus like kind of stop there really awkwardly. Cars couldn't get past it.
Ugh, awkward.
Walked to work.
Yep.
Got told about a news story.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I remember. Old mate pedestrian got whacked.
Yeah. Well, not whacked. Like, we're not on the mob here. We're just reporting on bus news.
Hey, tell Big Tony to give him the whack.
But
Make it look like an accident, like the double decker didn't mean to hit him. Bam, a bada bing, a bada boom.
oh, there was some beeping there. But yeah, so we had a bus versus pedestrian
Yeah, and
on the corner of Willis and I suppose
Manners.
you would call it Manners. They were turning down Manners,
yeah,
hit a pedestrian. Don't know who's at fault. The news story didn't really say.
oh, it's almost always the pedestrian.
Yeah.
Like, especially at that intersection.
They would have just been like, "Oh yeah, it's good to go.
Yeah,
I'll walk."
and a bus would have just because
Boom.
often people think they can walk because they don't see anything coming. Because cars can't turn down there, but buses can. It's kind of like the other intersection at the last place, right?
Yeah.
Minor injuries though. They
minor
had, like,
injuries.
a sore shoulder or something.
Yeah. But I reckon because the bus driver was shaken up, so they probably had to then park it somewhere, and they were like, "Oh, there's a spot there," but they were not close to the curb at all, and no cars could get past, and it was just traffic backed up for miles.
Yeah, it's like a tough situation. Like, I don't begrudge the bus drivers who have to deal with that. Like, you know, it's one of my big fears when I was driving is like hitting, especially like a kid, right? It sucks.
Oh yeah. Oh,
well,
not an ABS. Look at this guy. What a good guy.
An ABS violation
Number
is
903.
a violation of the Advanced Bicyclist.
I think it's actually ACS.
Advanced Cyclist Stop? Is that what it's called?
Advanced Cycle Box.
Advanced Cycle.
So that
How
is-
did we mess up the acronym so bad?
We said you said ABS.
I clearly didn't get it right. It's actually
It's
an
ABS forever now.
ACB violation.
But you'll see on the ground on
Yeah.
the right camera. We've got two cameras.
Mm-hmm.
On the right camera, there is a green box with a picture of a bicycle. If a bus
You mean the
stops
left
over
camera?
it, oh yeah, I mean the left. If a
That
bus,
was very confusing. Like
Oh.
that, but
nah, it was a
okay.
green. It was
Yeah,
a
it's
green.
okay.
If a bus or any vehicle stops on it, it is breaking the law.
Is there a? Oh, okay. No, I see what happened here. I'm looking at the delayed version.
Should we
oh.
report this car to the bus company?
He's not too bad, and probably not. I don't think
Just
that's
give them a
gonna be
random number plate. They're like,
I don't think that's one of ours. Yeah. The reason is that's
I
for
wonder if they'll look it up.
that's for cyclists to stop at the lights and be in front of the cars, and it's less dangerous.
Because cyclists can maneuver themselves to the front, and they tend to take off quicker from intersections. So
it's grippy as well, right?
yeah. Oh, and the diamonds are how you trigger the light sensor. So if there's no cars, the lights will never change for you unless you're on those diamonds.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I mean, I did know there was a way that you can trigger the lights as a cyclist. And this
You
is
have to
broken.
be precisely on them. It's so annoying. Like one time I've just been like waiting through a cycle. I'm like, get off the bike, pick it up, like put it there, get back on
arrange it
sit on
properly.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Then
think
it
of it as,
changes.
you know, getting buff, all that stuff. Yeah, so it kind of looks like there's like a car been waiting at the lights for ages, but that's just parked in the little loading zone.
so that is a loading zone. If it's there for more than 10 minutes, so it's 5:24.
Oh, there, the cyclists just use the ABS.
And we mentioned at the start, but we'll mention again. There's two cameras. The one on the right,
It's facing one way, and the
yeah.
way on the left is facing the other.
but we can see two separate lights.
Yeah, it's not
We
very
yet
quality,
to
but
see
we
a red
can.
light runner.
Yeah, there's. I didn't think there was going to be any red light runners because like there's no real incentive to here. Like it's also very quick cycles where there's just.
We
little
saw some
reason to.
before. Oh, look at that ABS violation.
ABS violation.
That is 55.
I can't believe you let me get the acronym wrong and didn't correct me.
Is it 55 or 58?
What, the time or no? I can't. I
Route
can't
number.
remember.
Oh, this will have a number on it. Nah.
7. I lied. I don't actually know what the number was. Yeah, since we're at a new location, we need a new thing to. Because I don't think there's going to be red light runners. I guess 2. What did you guess? You didn't even guess.
I didn't
anything.
actually guess.
Come on.
I reckon 4.
4. Okay, double. Hey,
Double. And we haven't even had 1.
Yeah, if we extrapolate from this, it's going to be 0 for the rest of our lives, right? Like if we just keep extrapolating.
You see it happen on the other side because it gets so busy. Because you can see the yellow lines, the yellow box, dotted lines. It goes all the way back to there.
Yeah,
The bus stop goes to there.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
So-
there's a lot of buses. Was that a red light violation?
Oh, there was a
pretty
minor
close.
bus as well.
People like I just saw you see like yes, yeah, it definitely was. That was easy red light. We just checked the replay.
Minor bus van.
Yeah, that's our first red light runner. Yeah, there was actually pedestrians running across the road before it violated as well. So
526.
it's 527.
That is
Yeah, I
bus
haven't
count.
seen those minor ones before.
That must be new with the thing.
Yeah.
Where's that guy?
So it's actually those minivans are technically buses. So they're like a coach service thing. So minibuses are different. That's a bus. It's like a short bus.
Yeah.
Which feels like short bus is like an insult in America. But
Really?
I've never. Yeah. So the reason is supposedly like there's the normal school bus and there's the school bus for kids with like behavioral issues and other issues.
Oh, so they'll have a
They have a small
van.
bus. And so like, oh, I bet you ride the short bus or something like that. It's like an insult. And let me tell you, as someone from New Zealand where it doesn't work like that, I'm like,
Yeah,
what does that even, what's a short bus?
We don't have that much of a school bus culture here. Like, there's school buses, but
Often they're just city buses as well.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of the time kids just ride the city bus. Like,
Yeah.
there are school buses, but
Yeah.
it's not like a big yellow bus comes picks you up.
Well, it kind of was for a long time in Wellington, right?
Yeah, but they were all yellow.
Yeah, but big yellow bus would come pick you up. Hey, do you want to? Should we get some news done? Shall we?
Yeah. Do you want to kick us off with? You knew about this one.
Yeah, I know about that one.
Do you want to kick us off there?
So the most popular news website on the planet, the front page of the internet is the official thing. Reddit they had a security compromise, and it wasn't I don't know. I don't think it's particularly bad, but it's kind of interesting to see a big company like this, especially one like Reddit that's kind of not. I tend not to think of it as corporate. They came out and just basically made a post explaining what happened, and it looks like they had SMS two-factor turned on for some services. Someone just did a SMS port on one of their admins and bypassed the two-factor. They didn't specify how they got the first password, but they got access to backups primarily. So that was a database backup, including passwords, that kind of thing. So I mean, it's bad. It's bad, and I would be happy to get a copy of that database backup because a lot of people have Reddit accounts. Be handy on tests and stuff. But I don't know, not a particularly interesting breach. It has resparked the SMS debate again, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, I see a lot of places. Oh, sorry, I'm back. I see a lot of places. I'm on, right?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah, I see a lot of places have come back to the SMS issue because,
Yeah.
like some people tweeting like, "This is how you take over someone's SMS number."
Yeah.
Walk into a store, say this is your number,
Done.
convince him.
Yeah.
Third step, not always necessary.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like there's also kind of the debate of like, wow, it's better than nothing. And I think everyone agrees it's better than nothing. But better than nothing doesn't mean you should recommend it.
Yeah, but then
It is better than nothing.
it's better than nothing.
But I don't think you should recommend it. I don't think like it's not even worth pointing out that it's better than nothing. If someone's like SMS two-factor,
this
is
guy.
shitty,
I don't know what he's doing. This double decker. He's just sitting over.
that's 2 violations.
Do we count it as double?
Yeah, there was 2 red lights. Look at that.
He can fit. All right, should we call it?
He
That's
can't
a
fit.
32x.
He cannot fit.
32x.
Isn't it deceptive how it looks like there's heaps of room in front of him? In real life, there is like no room between that double decker and the bus in front.
32x. Can we see a
32X.
number?
Like a bus number? No, I can't. But that's 3 red light runners. I guess your guess of 4 might be not too bad.
Wait, when did one happen?
Oh, he's going. 2 went through. That double decker plus the other one went through.
I didn't see the other one.
Well,
oh,
there
the
was one
minibus
going
van.
that.
Oh, yeah.
No. When you were like, "Hey, there's a double decker waiting there," one went through a red light
Oh
at
my
the
God.
same time.
I just didn't even notice.
Do we count this as another one because he's there for another cycle? I don't
Maybe.
think so. I think we count it as 3. I guess we are going to see more red lights here, which is good. I like to see.
Yeah,
red
because you
lights.
can see one waiting. He's waiting to like come into this thing, and like all these buses are going to like pick up people.
Yeah. All right, you got any other stories you wanna mention?
All right, so I missed this red light. I was watching it, I just didn't see it. So you reckon we're up to 3? Stories. What do we have on the list? So we talked about that. So Stephen just sculled like 2.5 liters of Coke and told me before the show he might have to leave a few times. Welcome back, Stephen.
Hello.
Do you have any news stories for us, Stephen?
So what do I have for you? Oh.
You could talk about that, Stephen.
Well, I could talk about that. So there was a bus.
Yeah.
That travelled over
Yeah.
in the Manawatu.
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 Yeah.
How do I do this? Yeah. I can't really remember the story. Do you remember the story?
Some Māoris were coming back from Parliament.
Oh, there was
the
a whole lot
whānau
of, yeah,
and-
there was a whole lot of iwi in the van, but I vaguely remember reading that the van had been, or the bus had been serviced recently.
Yeah, it got its cough recently. Certificate of fitness, not a warrant of fitness. That's what the heavy vehicles need.
So was
and
that
it had-
anything like over a van? What does bus?
Commercial vehicles need them, and I think like some heavy vehicles. I think like some non-passenger vehicles, like those moving trucks you can hire, also need a cough, but I'm not
Do
too
they?
sure.
So yeah, it had some iwi. It toppled over. It was kind of bad.
Minor injuries again. Everyone was shaken up. So the driver was a professional bus driver, like had his heavy vehicle license and everything.
Oh.
I think he's back.
Ooh. Well, the other Stephen is back right now.
Oh, goodbye, Stephen. It was very nice to have you on the show, Stephen.
That's all right.
Welcome back, Stephen.
I feel violated. Knowing someone else has been holding my microphone. Okay, what's up? What news story did you pick?
She just talked about the Manawatu bus
Which one was
incident.
that? What one was that? What happened on
Bus
that one?
flipped over, killed 1,000,000 people.
Oh, hang on. There were two bus rolls recently. There was one that killed someone and one that injured the entire bus. Which one was that?
Oh, we talked about the injured one. Which one killed someone?
I don't know. Something it killed like an 11-year-old girl or something.
Oh, where was this?
I don't know. Let me just
Tura.
Google it.
Oh, apparent.
Yeah, you said the one did.
Well, there we go. I didn't know some bus stuff.
Here we are. July the 10th.
How long is this?
July, August.
This workplace services.nz van has been there quite a while. I think it was 20 past when I first noticed them.
Here we are. A victim of a bus crash. It was a child. It was a death. This was on Saturday this week in a two-rower bus on fucking somewhere. Kid died. Kid fucking got wasted. Just
Yeah. So going away from the death aspect,
Okay, there
just
has been
want-
a lot of them dying and stuff. But
I just wanted to mention, the bus first pedestrian,
the one on Willis Street.
the one on Willow Street, which you could almost say is Manor Street.
Yep.
It's just increased that toll of bus first pedestrians on that Manor Street line from 17 to 18 in the last 4
It's 18?
years. I think it's 18 over
pretty
5
high.
years.
To be fair, that was it was just the most chill bus first pedestrian. Normally a bus first pedestrian, someone dies.
I think it was just someone walked out, saw a bus, and just fell over, and the bus stopped and didn't actually get hit. It's kind of what I gather from it.
It's kind of what it sounds like, yeah. I mean, they did go to hospital, but it did.
Hospitals are precautionary a lot of times.
Yeah, so it was kind of funny. They're like, she had minor injuries, like a scratch to her arm. She was sent to the hospital, and a spokesperson confirmed she was in a stable condition. And it's like, yeah, I could have guessed she was in a stable
I
condition.
love the spokesperson. That person just must work there, being like, they're not dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're stable.
Yeah. Yeah, workplace services, more like fucking loading zone inappropriately services.
They've been there for 15 minutes.
Should we
I think.
report them to workplaceservices.nz?
They probably won't care. Oh, though, I think no, they've gone until 6. I think before it
Where it switches to whatever.
switches to you can just do it whenever. Oh, there's a truck coming. I wonder if he'll pull in. I don't know.
No, there's no room. No room.
Yeah.
Main freight, more like learn to find a loading zone freight. Oh.
So anyway.
Oh yeah, no, I did want to mention. This is okay. There's been a lot of bus death, not just in Wellington. Just 2 buses rolling over, bus running out of thing. Oh, yeah, other bus news. We'll get to that. Just on the crashes and stuff.
Yeah.
Why now? Is there a reason? Like winter could be weather related.
Yep.
Changes in Wellington kind of explains some of them here. I don't think it explains like person getting hurt. Just coincidence.
I reckon coincidence because so the buses going up random ways or running out of petrol. That's probably just new bus routes
Poor management.
and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
new management and like they just don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Person getting hit on the Golden Mile because this is still the Golden Mile.
Yeah. 'Cause
I think that's still just someone's
and
being
the fact that 2 other buses rolled recently is a bit of a it happens occasionally and it's just unfortunate. Yeah, fair enough. Do we want to infosec or bus?
We should probably do infosec because we've only got 1 bus left and we've got.
We've actually got 2 because there's another thing.
Oh.
I'll write it up.
Oh.
But we should do an infosec. You're right.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Should we talk about some ransom?
Yeah, ransomware.
Ransomware.
Ransomware, or not ransomware? Was it a ransom or ransomware?
I feel it was ransomware asking for a ransom.
Well, isn't that not ransomware then? Did a human ask for a ransom, or did a computer program ask for a ransom?
Well, I don't actually know. I didn't read the article. I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's
about that
right.
top story, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
I guess it's ransomware, but a human controlled it.
Yeah, okay. So tell us about it.
So in New Zealand, we have a rural village called Taranaki.
Strictly speaking, it's actually a region. Taranaki is the equivalent of Waikato, which is not.
That's another region, another village, I mean.
Well, okay. It's the equivalent of
That's
Greater
actually quite
Wellington.
big. That's, yeah,
Taranaki is pretty big as well, but
Waikato is like giant, isn't
There's
it?
also like Southern Waikato, which is like separate, and like
Is it
King
really?
Country is like another.
Yeah.
But they're all. I just Waikato, whatever.
Wellington's actually quite small compared to a lot of New Zealand.
Geographically, yeah, but population-wise,
Even population, it's quite small.
real.
Yeah, look at Waikato.
I don't know what the population is there.
Look at Hamilton compared to Wellington.
Hamilton's smaller, right? By a decent amount.
And how much more in Waikato is there?
Probably a bit. I don't know. I honestly, I've never looked into it. Nonetheless,
I could be talking out my ass.
Taranaki is like, yeah, I guess generally
It's actually quite a large region.
it's a large region, but very rural.
And it's got a mountain.
Got a mountain on Mount Egmont.
Also, Mount Taranaki.
Do you mean also called Mount Taranaki, or do you mean there's 2 mountains?
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
It's the same mountain.
It's the same mountain.
Might have 2 different peaks. I don't know. I think
The peaks
when you
are
see
named
it,
Taranaki and Egmont.
when you see it, it's like a pyramid almost. It's
It's the only thing that's raised for miles.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not
I
like
think- was that one
let's have a look on the instant replay.
orange,
I think red,
red, and we can see it now.
What is it? Go Media.
It just says Go Media. We can't actually see.
Well, put them down as a violation.
There's just no numbers on there that we can see.
Yeah, thank you, Scope. Scope points out, yes, it was. It's let's just increase the number then. We can't really do much else about it. 4, you're winning. You've won. It's impossible for me to win now. Unless negative buses go through, which I don't think we have a way of dealing with that. You've won.
I just want to know what this number is. It's
might
like
be able to
right
see
there.
it.
We'll see it once it goes through.
I thought the numbers would be on both sides, but it looks like they're not.
No, I've noticed some of them don't have it. Like,
No numbers or none. Also, isn't there normally like a cover on the fuel cap there?
it doesn't have to be.
Okay. It's like fuel cap is exposed.
Oh no, I think that's the blue light cap. I've seen that.
A blue light cap.
Yeah,
What the fuck's a blue light cap?
So it had something really weird written next to it. I was driving next to a bus.
Yeah. 6.
oh.
It ends in a 6. Have they painted over the number?
Wait, where are you seeing the 6?
6 on the very corner, like the corner of the bus.
Oh yeah. They might have. That might have been an old bus. Oh, like we.
Oh, I think we got another red light, boys. Oh, okay, that's an ABS violation going the other way, right?
No, there's no ABS on the other side. It's bus only.
Ah, fair enough. Still,
Yeah, it's a tricky.
it is past the first line. It is
Um,
like not allowed. You're not allowed to do that, but I don't know what it counts as.
38, we'll call it.
Oh, let's see if we can get through anyway.
Where is he? I still can't see a bus number.
Just ignore the number, mate.
Oh,
There's no
alright.
number there. I reckon we got another red light runner. Yeah. Oh no, he's stopping. He's over the line, but he's not like blocking pedestrians. So I feel like we'll let him.
He might go.
He wouldn't go. That'd be ridiculous. Remember that time the bus just accelerated?
I do remember.
The lights
It was just like.
pedestrians all turn green, so he slams on the accelerator.
Oh, it's green. He's still not going.
Well, there's pedestrians in the way.
Just ever stop us.
You don't have a legal right to run over pedestrians just because they're in the wrong, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Anyway, school in the Naki,
Yeah, it's called Naki.
which I presume it wasn't in New Plymouth. It was like New Plymouth is the city in Taranaki, and
New
Taranaki
Plymouth
the
is quite big. It
shitty.
sounded pretty rural here.
Yeah, so the Naki old school. It's got a little school
Got
there.
some Bitcoin ransomware.
Was it Bitcoin?
I think it was Bitcoin.
Someone
which
hacked
is
him. and-
Old school.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking more than 5K in fees. They were asking for 5K to release all the student files.
Yeah.
Which, like,
Yeah, so they locked up everything.
yeah,
And then they asked for 5K.
yeah. Which is, like,
It makes
weird.
me think it was a student.
I don't think it was a student.
I reckon
Oh,
there's
hey, Scrub, I
31X.
didn't know you're from New Plymouth. It's very rural there.
Nah.
I'm surprised we have people who care about information security in New Plymouth. You do say
Hey.
from, not in, which is
Actually, you were saying before
Mm-hmm.
that no one in New Plymouth was good then. You actually said no one in New Plymouth was good. Then you worked out that someone in the office was from New Plymouth.
I worked it out. You
and you
were
changed
like,
it out.
They're from New Plymouth. Yeah. I'd be surprised if it was a student because first of all, students are normally not smart.
Oh, ABS violation. Hard to know.
I'll give it-
Yeah, I think it was, but like, fuck it.
It would have been if it had been like another second. No. Okay. So I don't think it's a student.
He didn't stop over it.
What? It's a conspiracy theory. You have no evidence for it. It's a conspiracy theory.
All right, fine. It could have been anything. You can't say it was what you think it was.
I can say
That's a
what I think it
conspiracy.
was.
That's a conspiracy theory.
I think probably it was someone who just found an unsecured, unpatched box and popped it, and then was
I
just
think
like 5K, please.
Probably it was a student that
Okay.
found an unpatched box
I reckon you're
on
right.
their school network.
Dude,
and
think
popped
about it. It's a student in Taranaki, and students don't do that. They just don't. They don't.
Oh, an ABS violation.
You'd have to be a weird combination of stupid and incompetent to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
Plus, 5K is so little money.
Exactly why I think it's a student.
No, but it's more than a student would ask for, right? Have you been to the Taranaki? They don't have 5K to spare. A student would be like 1K maybe. And to be honest, a US hacker should probably ask for more. I don't know. Conspiracy theories, blah, blah, blah. Conspiracy theories up the wazoo here. Also, workplace services, more like loading zone inappropriately is.
Oh yeah, that guy's still there.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. Anyway, that's interesting. Did they say whether they were going to pay?
Don't believe so. 5K is a lot of money for a rural school.
Oh, get the government to pay. But 5Ks. Oh, yes, there was a red light.
Red light? Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
That blue one.
Watch. There we are. Look at him. He went. It turned red, and then he went.
29E.
It turned red. and then he
29E
went.
south red at 5:45.
Yeah.
This was a good intersection.
Have you been increasing it? The count.
Yeah, I believe
5. Yep. I don't know. I guess ransomware is not interesting. It's just funny that a school here locally got hit.
so. Yeah, like a rural school.
Like, yeah. Poor
Um,
dudes. What's next? WikiLeaks. What's up
We
with
got 15
WikiLeaks?
minutes. WikiLeaks. Okay, so this is almost political. So like, we might not want to.
We can delve into the technical. How did WikiLeaks get hacked?
We don't know. Someone just. I think it was just. So it was a direct message group with like WikiLeaks plus 10 people.
Yeah, we've seen this happen before. People have leaked messages from that. It seems like the WikiLeaks Twitter owner, who Julian Assange, talks shit constantly in Twitter DMs with like just random people constantly.
Yeah.
And then those people are like, "You're kind of a douche. I'm going to leak these messages." So I don't think it was any no hacking involved.
No, it doesn't sound like any hacking. It was just like many thousands of messages,
Yeah.
which made it look really bad.
Yeah, I mean, fucking WikiLeaks
yeah.
is a trash fire. Like, I don't know. I presume none of our listeners like WikiLeaks. I like some of the stuff they've leaked, but you know, like you have, if you're gonna leak stuff, you have a responsibility to leak stuff. Either like leak everything, or like not become a tool of the Russian government, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you have some
I
ethical
liked it
responsibility.
to start, because I was
Yeah.
like, this is good. Like, we get stuff out. And then it was just
Yeah.
suddenly very like single-sided. And I'm like,
also,
I
like
don't like this anymore.
Julian Assange is a piece of shit, right?
Oh my God, he was a piece of shit from before.
Yeah, it's like you've heard the stories from the Australians
Oh,
about
yeah,
him at
yeah.
uni doing just like shitty things. A piece of shit, man.
I like the idea, how it was implemented. Started off good.
Yeah. If you got
Not
anything
so
you
much.
want to leak, like if you aren't the Russian government and you got stuff you want to leak, I'll
Send
gladly
it to the
host
Bus
it on.
Factor.
Send it to
We'll
me
leak.
personally. I don't think the Bus Factor wants to get involved in this. Look how blue that is. It's so blue. Look how blue.
Oh my
That's
God,
good.
it's so blue.
I'll leak it for you. I'll host it on the
That
dark
one's
web.
not blue.
And I'll leak it for you, without being a Russian influencer. Hey, what's next? Let's go through these.
Yeah.
Bank password.
Bank passwords.
Let's know more
So,
about this one.
New Zealand banks have, I think it's all of them, but I'm not sure. Otherwise, it's BNZ.
You know about this story. I think some banks, maybe all of them. No, maybe not. Who knows?
So they've I think it must be all of them, because
Must
yeah,
it be?
it's to do with like insurance over fraudulent transactions.
Mm-hmm.
If you have your banking password written down anywhere and you have a fraudulent transaction, you have no insurance over that. Like
Or they can deny the insurance.
yeah, they can deny it. They don't have to reverse it. Whole bunch of stuff like that.
Now, my question is, was this not always the case?
It was always the case, but they've changed the fine print a bit.
Okay. So what's the change?
So a bunch of stuff changed, but part of one of the changes is if you write it down or store it digitally.
Okay, so there was kind of like a wording change to clarify. Yeah, I mean,
And it kind of includes if you store it in a password safe.
yeah, because that's a digital storing of the
Yeah.
password, right? Someone can hack you and get it out. I understand why they would do that, right?
My bank password's stored in a password safe.
Mine's not. I just type it by hand. It's also the weakest password I have because I have to remember it, so I can't randomly generate it. I'm never fucking changing it because, like, what? I'm not gonna fucking remember a new password. Also, 8 characters. It had to be exactly 8 characters when I made it. Exactly. No more, no less. Case insensitive.
Are you BNZ still?
ASB.
ASP.
And no, they've updated it all now. I'm with ASB.
Because I used to
and
be with BNZ. I moved from BNZ because they clearly had a 8-character limit and they wouldn't let me have a password with a single quote character in it. And I'm
You
like,
moved for that?
I was planning on moving anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, okay.
I sent them a little message being like, sent them the XKC thing about the single quote.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was going to be an ABS violation.
Alas, it was not an ABS violation.
Oh,
He just whacked the microphone into his face. You peaked. You actually blew out the limiter then. So
oh, I can do that just by laughing.
yeah, you laugh kind of loud. We've got limiters on it. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, yeah. So now people with bank passwords in their password saves.
They might not get insurance. Though banks tend to be kind of nice about it. Like even if you fuck up, they're like, whatever, cover it. They factor fraud into their business costs. Account fees cover fraud. Anything, whatever, they cover it.
Yeah.
I've never had them deny a claim.
So part of things I do for like my OPSEC is my secret questions. You know, secret questions.
Yeah. More like dumb questions.
Pretty much. So for I
That
had
car went through a red light.
I had share trading through my bank.
Yep.
And so it's kind of separate from the bank. But yeah, I had a secret question and they're like, what's your favorite soft toy or something like
Yeah,
that?
because you have to pick from a list of fucking pre-generated
And I'm
ones.
like, generate random password, here's what my favorite soft toy is.
Yeah.
And then
You have to
like
do it over the phone.
a while later, they sent me an email being like, we think there's something wrong with your account. Your secret question it doesn't look right. And I'm like, it's right. Like, I can't remember what I said, but
Yeah.
I was like, you're clearly not using that for good security. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh wow, they cover it. I don't mind how passwords store their banks store their passwords. I honestly don't give a shit. If you're gonna cover me for you guys having issues, then whatever, do what you want. I don't
Yeah.
care.
To be honest, if the banks go down, we're all fucked anyway.
Not me. I'm storing mine in cold hard cash.
Are you actually?
No, I'm not. And even if I was, the collapse of the banking system would make cash useless anyway. So yeah, I don't know.
Inflation would just be like, boom.
Yeah. I'd sell my goldfish. He'd give me money. Okay, we got two kind of related news stories here.
Oh yeah, you had these two stories.
Do you want
I
to?
didn't see
That's
them.
one story.
Oh, is that one?
Oh, we've got that as well. We've got two. We'll finish the old InfoSec ones because they're the ones that are actually important.
Yeah. They're kind of related as well.
They are kind of related. So, old Microchip, you know how they've had fucking issues for the last 6 months, maybe a year. So an APT crew hit them. They were exploiting a bunch of things. They've
had
backdoored
a
them.
lot of shit. Yeah.
No, I think this is the same set of vulnerabilities.
Yep.
No reporting I've seen actually talks about what the vulnerabilities are, which fucking you guys need to sort your shit out. If you're reporting a story about InfoSec and you won't even say like what the vulnerability is, like fuck you, man. Sorry, that's kind of harsh. Still, it's annoying. Someone's gone through and exploited a bunch of microtext and just put cryptocurrency miners on them. Which, let me tell you, if you have an 800 megahertz ARM CPU, you're not going to get much cryptocurrency out of it.
ABS violation.
Oh, that is an ABS violation.
It's not in service.
Even worse. Bump it up.
Uh,
Bump it up.
553.
Bump it up. What was I saying?
Well, it's
Yeah, microtech
553.
cryptocurrencies. How much cryptocurrency would you get? You have mined Bitcoin. How much would you get of an 800 megahertz ARM CPU?
Like shit all. Shit
A lot of the
all.
microtics are ARM. They do have some MIPS. The like cheaper router boards are MIPS, I think. The more expensive ones, the CRS series is ARM based. They do have like up to 1.6 gigahertz cores or something. How much would you get for 1.6 gigahertz core processor?
Not
much.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, so people have done it. It's a poor use. If I was in charge of that many microtics, I would definitely do something more nefarious than that. Like, like the proxies which replace any Bitcoin address with another address. I'll do that one, right? That's a good one.
Yeah.
You all right there?
Just organizing my life.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. But there's a related story to this. For those of you who are in Wellington, you may have heard of the ISP CityLink.
Are we talking about that now?
Yeah, same story.
Old Rogie boy.
Old Rogie boy.
So we moved offices.
We moved offices. New connection with CityLink.
And we plugged in
Our gear.
our gear.
Yeah.
One port going to the uplink.
Yeah, the rest to all our stuff. We set up Capsman, which is you've used Ubiquity, and they have like a kind of, you set up your controller and all your access points connect to it, and they're like, oh, this is my details. I'll use these details. Same thing for Microtech. Capsman. We set them up. We plugged in our little Wi-Fi boy.
It wasn't quick to set up.
It wasn't quick to set up.
After we set it up, it's super quick to do for the two devices we have.
Yeah, so we plug them in, and we click. We're like, hey, go to this IP address for your config, and then we looked back on the Capsman controller,
We can
and
see
it was
it.
like, you can see it. We also see
Test.
test running
What's
a
this guy?
kind of old version of firmware. I'm like, huh.
So Stephen
Weird.
here was like, it must be the same thing. It must be cached or something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
must be a case.
you should unplug it.
Because what happened was
see.
we had the old firmware installed on the device. We set up CapsMan, and then we're like, oh, we can't really get it working properly. We'll update the firmware, and we updated the firmware, and I was like, oh, so this must be like cached from the old firmware.
Yeah, yeah.
An old
It sounded
certificate.
plausible, but I
It
was
is
like,
plausible.
you should unplug it.
And I was too lazy for that
Yeah,
shit.
you were too lazy.
So, yeah, anyway, eventually we did unplug it. Unplugged every Wi-Fi device we have.
It's still there.
Rogie boy comes back.
So we do a scan because you can do. So at this point, we've got like just this device connecting to us, and we're like configuring it,
We can configure the device, yeah. 'Cause
and we like set an SSID, gave it a password.
we can't see the SSID anywhere. We're like, where the fuck is this device? Wait, is this something?
We
we're
can
like-
also from our kit scan Wi-Fi from their kit.
Yeah, so we can like be like, what? Wi-Fi
So we
looks
scanned
good.
it. Nothing around us.
We're
There was
where
just
the
nothing.
fuck is this device? Like, is this shit in Auckland? Where is this? We look up some company names and we're like, these aren't around us. Where the hell are these? So we accidentally popped some poor person's fucking little router. Accidentally. Look, it turns out CityLink has like a layer 2. They have no layer 2 filtering. So when you plug into CityLink, you know, you connect to their PPOE server, but everyone trying to connect to the PPOE server is on the same layer 2 network. And CapsMan has a feature where it can just be like, layer 2 broadcast. Hey, is anyone CapsManning around here? Oh,
Yeah.
you are? Yeah, come, we'll set up. So does that. So we reconfigured our CapsMan to be like, please don't broadcast yourself out to the internet.
It wasn't that intuitive to find that option as well.
It wasn't. It was horrible. So
Because I was
bet
like,
more people
I
have
want
this
to
issue.
firewall this, but layer 2 MikroTiks don't do layer 2 firewalling.
Well, I mean, nothing does, right? Because it's switch chip, so you
Yeah.
can't. do
And
that.
I was kind of like, oh, yeah. But then we found an option, and old Rogie boy hasn't shown up.
Yeah, you know what I reckon? I reckon there's more than one CapsMan on CityLink. Surely. And then
That
so
could be the
we can just
reason.
go through and steal people's. We could just fuck shit up. The same layer 2 connection. You know what you can do at layer 2 network? You can up spoof and hijack everyone's PPOE connection back to us.
Yeah,
Right? We can just destroy this little network.
yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I'm amazed. It's like
It's very old
CityLink.
school. But I think it'd be interesting to do a little bit of research into what's on the CityLink connection, like who has misconfigured their stuff. I don't know, like consumer ISPs don't have this issue. I think a lot
That's
of
right.
business
You need
ones
to
do.
stop. Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry, I just saw a bus.
Okay.
I was telling
You're
you.
excited about, yeah, fucking stop. You better stop, you fucking bus. Yeah. Anyway, that's the rest of that's all our Infosec news. There wasn't too much this week. It's all kind of like bitsy bits. There's
Not
nothing
too
cool.
much.
Oh, there was another story. Did you see someone posted this sweet article on how to get free bus credit on the bus system in Hamilton?
Was
Yeah.
it you?
It was me. Yeah, it was me. It was me. I posted it. Big front page of r/New Zealand.
Has she seen that?
I guess so. If she's like, I actually got messages from people who were like, "Oh,
Are you
someone just sent me
telling
this
how
article."
to do it illegally?
No, I put a little note at the end of the article saying, even though you can clearly see how to update your balance, you shouldn't do it. Someone actually messaged me on Reddit and was like, hey, just FYI, your Medium article looks like it's encouraging people to commit fraud. And I was like, what? No, I told them not to commit fraud. It says right there, don't commit fraud.
Man, you give me so much shit about all the fraud. I'm air quoting
Okay,
at the moment.
here's the difference. I talk about how you
Let's
commit
not
fraud.
talk about all
You
the fraud
commit
I do.
fraud. This
Let's
is
not talk
difference.
about all the fraud I do. I'm just saying you give me shit all the time.
There's just a difference between like, here's how you could commit fraud,
Yeah, unethical life
committing
hacks.
fraud.
Do we want to talk about these two bus stories?
I want to talk about one of them very briefly. Did you see that Transurban, the new bus company,
Yep.
they refused to hire anyone until like the day of the new bus services? So they were like, yeah, you work for us. We're not going to sign the contract yet. So that the union couldn't negotiate better wages, because a union can only negotiate with an employer once like they've
Oh,
employed
yeah,
people.
yeah.
They refused to employ any bus drivers until like the day before the new route started. So
Man,
there
I
was
was
no
reading
way to
something on
get-
Reddit the other day about unions, and like companies are just shit to unions. They like try and
Yeah, companies are shitty.
they just try and make unions not possible.
When I worked for a retail company, what would happen?
Were you
is
in the
there was a
union?
I wasn't in the union, but here's what happened. If you weren't in the union, you got paid more than the union members. But the only way a pay rise happened was when the union got together and were like, we need to increase the minimum wage. Every union member would bargain, they'd bargain. Eventually, they'd be like, right, we've got the new wage, $10 an hour, whatever. And the retail company would be like, okay, we're going to grant you that. And then gave everyone who wasn't in the union $10.50 an hour. So it's like this fucked up perverse thing where it's like, as an individual, you're better to not be in the union, but without the union,
I think it
you'd
was
be
the
worse.
same when I was at uni tutoring. Like, I
Yeah.
got the option to be in the union, and I was like,
Less pay.
I don't want to be in like this weird union that I've
Yeah.
never met anyone from the union.
Yeah, there are some places where it's like this. I don't even know what this union does. Like the McDonald's union is just supposedly absolutely shit. Yeah, I don't know. There's one other story here. You tell this one.
Yeah, so I've talked
We're almost
before
done.
about like this bike bus workshop that apparently gets run in Wellington 4 times a year.
Yeah, they do that 4 times a year. And
Last time
last
was
time
run
was 4
like
years ago.
I think it was 2 years ago, December.
Yeah, but they do it 4 times a year.
So they're running one in Auckland, and Auckland's had a lot of fucking bad bike versus bus incidents recently,
Yeah,
and
pretty
there's
bad.
a lot of dash cams.
Yep.
There's basically crazy people like me, like you remember how I was before the bus factor, where I
yeah.
was
You're just constantly filming everything everywhere. You got good footage, but yeah,
I got good footage, and I think I met with like some big people in NZTA who just wanted to work out if I was crazy or not.
and yes, you are. Yep. But now
They
they
didn't
know.
think I was. They were like, "You sound
I've
like you're
heard
doing
some
good things."
people think you're crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some crazy people think I'm crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, they're doing it in Auckland. They're doing the little cycle workshop thing with the bus drivers.
Yep.
Yeah, completely optional though. And I'm guessing
Hopefully
the
they'll do it in
the only bus drivers who attend, are the people who already don't hit cyclists,
Yeah,
right? So, yeah.
pretty much.
Anyway, I think that's about it for today.
All right, shall we
Reel in the cameras.
turn on the ambient
tell us
noise?
how you feel about the new stuff. It's kind of hard to see that there's 2 cameras now. It kind of just looks like a weird bar or something. You trying to get ambient noise?
Can you hear any ambient noise?
No. So the problem is these microphones are dynamic, which means they don't pick up ambient noise. Yeah, we're gonna get a condenser mic that we're gonna hang out the window and just like pick up stuff after we get the cameras sorted out, because clearly that's be careful. Yeah. Okay. Let us
Alright.
know how you like the new location, the new camera setup, the new everything. We got few red light runners. Hugh won today with some
Yeah,
ABS violations, and I think we will see you next week.
Yeah. See ya.
Stay bussy.